Himmatsingh and Sita were married in 1889. Himmatsingh, son of Kemsingh, would have been about 18 years old, and Sita, daughter of Pritam Das Tolani, or Gomibai as she was renamed by her new family, about 16 at the time, quite mature for an age when child marriage was prevalent. They had 3 daughters and 4 sons. Himmatsingh was brought up to be a Sikh. Many Sindhi Hindus follow Guru Nanak and the Sikh gurus even today. In those days, many families followed the tradition of bringing up one son with the rituals of the Sikh religion. This tradition is believed to have begun in Sindh when Gurudwara Akal Bunga Sahib was built in Hyderabad in the 1830s. In fact, it was a relative of Himmatsingh by the name of Himmatsing Advani who went to Lahore and brought a Guru Granth Sahib from Maharaja Ranjit Singh back to Hyderabad with great ceremony, and the Gurudwara was established to host this holy book. Himmatsingh's grandfather, Gulab Rai, had 6 sons, and one of them, Kemsingh, was brought up as a Sikh. Kemsingh had 2 sons, and he made one of them, Himmatsingh, a Sikh. In his turn, Himmatsingh had 4 sons, and the eldest, Harising, was brought up to be a Sikh. While Himmatsingh grew his hair long and wore a turban and kada, he was also a great believer in the universality of all religions. As a young man, Himmatsingh had joined the law college in Hyderabad. But then someone said to him, "Kaka, tu vakalat kiya kande? Vakalat mein ta kood gala na pavando hai." Which means, "Kaka, how will you practice law? As a lawyer, you might have to tell lies." Himmatsingh thought it over and promptly quit the college. He came home and took to tending the family's farmlands. Over time, Himmatsingh became a prominent zamindar of Badin in Lower Sindh. As secretary of the Zamindars Association, he performed many good acts, and there was harmony between Hindus and Muslims of the area. In later years, the locality in which the family lived in Hyderabad would be named Himmatsingh Mohallo after him. It had Advani Ghitti on the right, Mansukhani Ghitti on the left, and Akal Bunga Ghitti leading off it. Himmatsingh was a devotee of a Sufi Peer known as Sai Qutub Shah, and he experienced many miracles through his faith. These were recounted with awe within the family. One time, Himmatsingh is said to have travelled to his farmlands by train from Hyderabad. At the railway station, he was met, as always, by one of his farm hands with a horse. That blisteringly hot June morning, Himmatsingh got off the train and realized to his dismay that he had forgotten his umbrella. He mounted the horse, looked up at the cruel sky to offer a silent prayer to God and to Sai Qutub Shah, and began riding towards his lands. As he rode, a cloud appeared from nowhere and gave him shade. Breeze was blowing towards him, but the cloud floated steadily against it, protecting him from the sun the entire 20 miles of the way. When he reached his destination, it disappeared as suddenly as it had appeared. A time came when Sai Qutub Shah took Samadhi. Himmatsingh visited his home to pay respects to his son Sai Hadi Shah. He entered the room where Sai Qutub Shah used to sit and went up to Sai Hadi Shah and was about to touch his feet. Sai Hadi Shah got up and did not allow Himmatsingh to touch his feet. He pointed to the photo of Sai Qutub Shah on the wall facing him and said that his father was instructing him from the photo to treat Himmatsingh as an equal and not to allow him to touch his feet. Gomibai died in Hyderabad in 1940. In this photo, taken a few years before she died, she is wearing clothes traditionally worn by elderly Sindhi women of the time. However, she is also wearing a striking piece of jewelry that she had worn ever since she was a young bride. The nattha was a nose ornament worn by married women in Sindh in those days. It usually had a large oval ruby with pearls on either side and a gold pin inserted in a hole pierced in the nose. The nattha was heavy and was sometimes held in place by a horse's hair, of which the other end was woven into the woman's plait. The nattha appears to have been too cumbersome for younger generations, and none of Himmatsingh and Gomibai's 3 daughters wore it. Satibai, Kopibai and Gangabai were sent to school and could read and write Sindhi. They also read Guru Granth Sahib in Gurmukhi. Ganga and Sati were given in marriage when they were teenagers, as was the custom at the time. Ganga married Narayan Das Chuharmal Ramchandani, a forest officer. Sati married a school teacher, Rijumal Tharumal Thadani. Gopi married Thadumal Hiranand Jaktiani, who after BSc at DJ Sindh College had gone to England to study and returned to take a position as an officer of the Bengal Nagpur Railway in Calcutta. Himmatsingh and Gomibai had 4 sons, and the eldest, Harising, was nominated to take care of the family lands. He was sent to study at College of Agriculture, Pune. Their second son, Tehelram, known to family and friends as Tehel, was keen to study in England. Himmatsingh took loans to send Tehel and his younger sons Bhagwan Das and Dharamdas to England to acquire a prestigious education which in those days gave a young man a distinct advantage in his life and in his career. Tehel did MA in English Literature and History from Fitzwilliam College at Cambridge University. He played tennis for the university and was captain of the college team in 1925. On returning to India, he became a professor first at Banaras Hindu University and then for about 20 years at Khalsa College, Amritsar, which he quit to start his own business in Karachi. Bhagu returned with a degree in electrical engineering and joined General Electric Company, first in Lahore, then Karachi, and after partition for a while in Kanpur and then Calcutta. Dhammu earned a BA in History and Economics from London University. He worked for a while with a bank and then joined J.B. Advani and Company. Harising, accustomed to the life of a zamindar, too went to work after partition. He took a position at the Shangri-La Biscuit Factory in Bombay as office superintendent, retiring when he turned 60. As long as they lived, the brothers who had been educated in England retained the style and trappings of their formative years there. When they went out, they did so immaculately dressed in shirt, trousers, tie and coat, and a hard hat and polished shoes as the British did. They preferred to eat using cutlery rather than with their fingers, though often unpractical for Indian food. All 3 were very well read and loved Western classical music. However, each had his own unique, strong streak of spirituality. Dhammu's children even remember him carrying ants out of the house to avoid killing them with insecticide. And he was so honest that in Bombay, in a time of prohibition when his liquor license ran out, he flushed his remaining stocks down the toilet the day after his permit ran out. Harising was particularly devout. He would sit in daily meditation at 3 a.m. Tears often rolled down his cheeks, and when questioned by family members who noticed this, he said that while meditating, he would momentarily leave the material world and be in the spiritual world communing with his father Himmatsingh. In Sindh, Harising often visited the dargah of Sai Qutub Shah to worship and to pay respects to Sai Qutub Shah's son Hadi Shah. Tahil, however, tended to be an agnostic. On one visit home, when Himmatsingh was speaking of his spiritual master Sai Qutub Shah, Tahil teased him, saying, "Tell your Sai Qutub Shah that your son has come from Amritsar and wants to eat a mango." It was not mango season, but a few minutes later, Harisingh's little son Mithu, who had gone out on his bicycle, came in, holding a mango in his hand. The family looked at him astonished and asked where he had got it from. Mithu had been cycling past the dargah when Sai Hadi Shah called out to him. The previous night, Sai Hadi Shah had found this mango near his father's tomb, and a voice had told him that there was someone in Himmatsingh's house who was asking for a mango. Ever since that day, Tehelram turned to religion and spirituality. In later years, he wrote reams of Sufi poetry in which Allah was a recurring theme. It was October 1947 when Himmatsingh and his family, like thousands of others, joined the exodus of Hindus fleeing their ancestral homeland. Dhammu and his family had moved to Bombay in 1936, and after partition, their home in Jai Tirath Mansion at Dhobi Talao became a safe haven for many family members escaping from Pakistan. Himmatsingh stayed there too, and later moved to live with his daughter Gopi. Her nephew, Harish Jaktiani, recalls Himmatsingh with love and regard, having had the good fortune of living under the same roof with him during the last 2 years of his grandfather's life. He remembers that Himmatsingh applied surma every morning after his bath. Despite his advancing age, he never needed spectacles. He always wore a tie and jacket and covered his head with a cap or turban. He went for long walks in the mornings and spent the rest of the day reading religious books. He died peacefully in Jabalpur in September 1949. Her nephew, Harish Jagtiani, recalls Himmatsingh with love and regard, having had the good fortune of living under the same roof with him during the last 2 years of his great-grandfather's life. He remembers that Himmatsingh applied surma every morning after his bath. Despite his advancing age, he never needed spectacles. He always wore a tie and jacket and covered his head with a cap or turban. He went for long walks in the mornings and spent the rest of the day reading religious books. He died peacefully in Jabalpur in September 1949. Himmatsingh was the son of Dhulumal, who was the son of Gurmukhdas, son of Baharmal, son of Lakhumal, son of Ditumal, son of Chanumal, son of Adumal, from whom all Advanis are descended. Adumal is believed to be the son of Kilumal and grandson of Jasumal, residents of a village in Punjab. Adumal, a swordsman, was brought to Sindh in the early 18th century by Mian Nur Muhammad Kaloro, the Prince of Sindh at the time. He is the head of one of the largest clans of the community, who would later be known as the Amils of Sindh.